Welcome back to Street Level Marketing. Are you loving what you're watching? Don't miss a moment of Street Level Marketing or any of your favorite Now Media TV shows, live or on demand, anytime, anywhere. Download the free Now Media TV app on Roku or iOS and enjoy instant access to a full lineup of bilingual programming in both English and in Spanish. Prefer to listen on the go? Catch the podcast version of this show right now on the Now Media TV website, www.nowmedia.tv. From business and breaking news to lifestyle, culture, and everything in between, Now Media TV is streaming 24/7, ready whenever you are. Well, welcome back to the show. It's been a great show so far with Graham. This last segment, or before we end the show, I want to talk about AI and how it's changing the automotive space. Like, quite frankly, we're seeing it ourselves on some of the things that we're doing. How is AI impacting creative targeting and lead response today?
Creative is huge.
Yeah.
Um, to make a video in the 90s, a 30-second spot was about $1,500.
Hmm.
Now, we can create videos in 5 minutes. We can be as creative as we want to be. Um, with Google's new AI video tool, which I know you're very familiar with, we can really create high quality videos for almost no investment.
Mm-hmm.
So, from a creativity wise, it's made a massive difference. Again, we've had to increase our knowledge about, and there's a million AI tools out there, so you have to study them, which one's going to work for you, which one isn't. Um, so it's another additional learning step, but I love it for creativity. I think it's given us the ability to do stuff um, at this level that usually was reserved for bigger corporations. The big
Yeah.
team. I mean, I remember Ford would spend millions on creating um, their running footage for all the Ford vehicles. Well, now, we're seeing Super Bowl commercials that there was no filming. It's all done in AI
Yeah.
and being very successful. So for creativity, I love it. Um, I It's been funny how a lot of automotive vendors, when the buzzword AI came out, suddenly they were all using AI. Every system they had, oh no, yeah, we use AI at this. Here's the, yeah, it wasn't. It was just a simple data prediction or it's nothing to do. Everybody suddenly had AI in it. Well, as we now develop a much bigger understanding of it, there's a huge difference between the pseudo AI and real AI. Um, it's not going to go away. Clearly, it's going to become bigger and bigger. Um, as far as affecting marketing, you can already see how, whereas in the past, Google was the big dog in the room and dominated search and many other things, that now their cost per clicks are going up,
Yeah.
traffic to the website is coming down because the first thing people see now is they ask a question, they get an AI response.
Mm-hmm.
They no longer have to scan through the first 8 or 10 links that Google showed them. The answer's right there. So, um, again, that's a massive change. So I think you'll go, and you're only going to see that grow.
Yeah.
So it's up to people in our field um, to understand it as quickly as we can and to figure out what we need to do to start appearing in that AI search. And, you know, um, and knowledge just has to increase and increase on doing that. Um, Was that a part of your question? Did I answer that, or was there
That's
something
great.
in there?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the AI thing, and probably once a week, or a little part of the episode, the topic or the question comes up about AI replacing jobs, and it's going to take away your jobs, and then I'm under the mindset that I don't think it's going to take jobs. You might see jobs kind of transition, uh,
Hmm.
but I think the people that are starting to understand and use these tools are going to be more effective at their roles. And for like agencies that, thrive on accounts, you're no longer going to have those big 10, 15, $20,000 a month accounts. What you're going to end up happening, you're going to be able to provide more of the same things to more. So it's going to
Yeah,
be more, it's going to be cheaper for you to get some of the smaller businesses that might not have been able to afford a marketing agency.
right.
Now they
Yeah,
can. You can finish your creative and be much
yeah. They're not having to pay $1,500 to get a
right.
video, and labored editing, hours and hours to get it right. No, anyone can now. I work with some uh, small businesses around here, and they love it because now I can do videos for them
Mhm.
as part of the package, and they're not paying huge amounts of money. And it gives us to more tools to allow us to differentiate our clients from any of the others. Really give us another opportunity to do that. It's going to make us, it will maybe replace some very like data entry jobs
Yeah,
and things like that. But it will make most people who understand how to adopt it just a lot more efficient with their time.
yeah,
You don't spend hours and hours on a creative task. You take an hour and you can bang out all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
So I think it's a huge advantage. It's great at analyzing data too, but I think the overriding fear of everybody's going to lose their job. No,
What are some of the?
sales. Sorry, go on.
I was going to ask you, what are some of the, new innovations right now that are redefining the buyer journey?
I think, as we discussed before, the ability for one-on-one communication.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole buying journey, when you actually have the tools where you can see where did a buyer first start in their journey and where are they now. Um, Very little physical interaction, but a long chain of digital visits, finally leading them to your CRM and your sale. Um, I can't think of anything really specific apart from enabling one on one, much more effective communication.
yeah,
But their abilities are going to expand and expand. The agents will be creating, will be better programmed, better able to understand the task, and quick to learn.
yeah, yeah. I guess one of the areas that's I can think of now is just a lot of the AI chat type tools, and
Right?
they're starting to really understand customer questions and ask, like you said, very personalized questions. They can pull the data of what the customer owns, and they
Hmm.
might need a service appointment when they're on the website. So reminding them, hey, your 2024 Toyota is up for a service appointment. Well, you want to make
Yep.
that now while you're here. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Jump on them while they're active. If we can sell them something else, then great. Yeah. And I say, and AI is really good at that. And I think its effects are just going to grow and grow. Um, it's not a salesman. Selling skills are still very much one on one. I mean, a customer today with the tools we have on websites could do the entire buying process from start to finish and never come in a dealership. So everybody set these up during COVID. Oh, we have to have them. We have to have them. We did a review of those tools actually earlier this week. No one ever completes that entire journey. The investments are way too big. I mean, the car is often the second biggest purchase. And I would never go through that process without touching, feeling, driving the vehicle. And these people still do. I mean, manufacturers saying you have to have it, you have to do it.
Yeah.
So we have them on the site, but no, the selling process still involves that one-on-one contact and conversation and relationship building.
Yeah. Well, we're coming out of time, so I want to give this has been a conversation, has been a masterclass, for automotive marketers and dealers who want, to future proof their strategies. What's the best place they can contact or get a hold of you?
The agency website is frontrunnerdigital.com. I'm on LinkedIn. The agency is also on Instagram and Facebook. Or because if people watching this have any questions whatsoever, call me. My cell phone is 951-258-6469. And if you call me and you mention this show, I'll give you a complete review at no charge and make recommendations for what you should be doing in the future.
Thank you, Graham. Thanks again for sharing 3 decades of wisdom, innovation, and honesty.
Now you make me feel old.
To our viewers, marketing isn't static. It evolves with technology, buying behavior, and the boldness of those willing to lead to change. Whether you're printing flyers or programming AI, what matters most is that you understand your audience, measure your impact, and stay human in the process. Remember, marketing is the bridge between value and visibility. And if Graham taught us anything today, it's that bridge needs maintenance, but the journey is always worth it. I'm Mark Lamplugh, and this is Street Level Marketing. See you next time.